All right, so we've done the quiz, and I've handed back your test, and I want to go over problem 16 on test 1 because it's something that you're going to see again, and a lot of students did not get the process correct. All right, so I've already talked about 512 with a base, with 2 as a base. It means 2 to some power equals 512. All right, that's the first thing, is that this is asking you about base and exponent, is what the vocabulary skill is. And so if you did guess and check, you could probably, it's not going to be 2 to the third power, because that's 8, so you could actually do a guess and check, but if you did the math, you do it by dividing the big number until you get all the way down to 1. So we're going to do it with 729, and if you have a blank place on your paper, let's follow along here. So I'm going to start with 729, and then I'm going to bring my upside down division problem, because all of these values are going to come with a 0 remainder. All right, and now I'm going to divide by 3. So I'm going to start, 3 goes into 7, 2 times, that's 6, there's a 1 left over, and so I'm going to put my remainder there, and instead of bringing the 2 down to make the 12, I'm going to take the 1 remainder and put it next to the 2 to create a 12. So it just becomes a faster way of doing it. Now, 3 goes into 12 how many times? 4, and then 3 goes into 9 3 times. So I've divided it 1, now I'm going to divide again. 3. 3 goes into 24 8 times, 3 goes into 3 1 time. I have to keep dividing until I get down to a value of 1. So now divide by 3 again. 3 goes into 8 2 times, that's 6, that's the remainder of 2, so I put a 2 next to the 1 to make 21. 3 goes into 21 7 times. Now I'm getting down to numbers I know. All right, when I take 27 divided by 3, I have 9. When I take 9 divided by 3, I have 3. And when I take 3 divided by 3, I have 1. Now, the numbers on the outside that I used tell me what the power is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 3 to the 6th power equals 729. How do I know I did it right? Use a calculator. 3 raised to 6 should give you 729. Now, you could do this in the calculator if you kept up with it, but most of the time what I found was that people forgot how many times they did it, and so a lot of times this is the wrong number, right? But that would at least get you close, and if you checked it, you could say, well, it didn't work, so you might be 1 off. All right, so there's 2 ways. You can do a guess and check. If you have to show the work, that's the work that Algebra 1 wants you to show. Okay, completely different style of division, isn't it? All right, but you'll notice that works well. Okay, and all right, so that's the problem that I wanted to make sure is on the tape, so that if you forget how to do that, you can go back, and our people that are doing remote learning, they'll be able to find that also. Okay, now we're going to go into 2-step equations at the end of chapter 2. So I want you to turn in your textbook. We're going to be on 2.7. Turn to page 74. Turn to page 74. Now, let's see, I need to get a blank. My mouse keeps disappearing. There we go. Here. Oh, I can do it right here. All right, now, for algebra, we are all going to agree that we're going to try to find x equals something. X equals a number. So whenever we're doing the work, we want to gather our x's on the left side and our numbers on the right side. Now, because you have a calculator, it doesn't matter whether this is positive or negative, because you have a calculator using the negative button underneath the 3, you can actually do all the work, even if it's not pretty like you normally have it. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like on the bottom. On the top, and I'm looking at example number 1. This is 2x plus 3 equals 19. All right, 2x plus 3 equals 19. Now, I already look and see my x is on the right side. That's good. That's where I want the x. But I also have another number there. That 3 is supposed to be on the other side. Okay? Now, the book for the next section, it does this. 2x plus 3 minus 3 equals 19 minus 3.